Hello everyone, welcome back to my Whiteout Survival YouTube channel. In today's video, the topic I would like to share and discuss is about detailed explanations for Generation 6 heroes in Whiteout Survival. So alright, before starting this topic, if you think this video is really helpful and informative, please don't forget to subscribe and follow my Whiteout Survival channel, as well as please like and share this video with your friends who are playing whiteout survival game. So alright, now let's start this Generation 6 heroes topic. So first of all, unlike Generation 5 heroes, Generation 6 in whiteout survival is a little bit set-par generation, which is in general, it is not very worthy to invest a lot in Generation 6 heroes. Okay, so in Generation 6, you get Wu Ming, which is a Hall of Heroes and you can only get him from weekly Hall of Heroes, as well as upgrading only using general mythic shards. So Wu Ming is basically an upgraded version of Generation 4 armors with a little bit of add-on attacking skills in exploration or arena. So let's start with his exploration skills. So his first exploration skill is called Cyclone Barrier, and this skill not only have an area effect damage of 140%, but also gaining invulnerability for 2 seconds. So which is basically almost the same skill like Armor's skill. And Wu Ming's second exploration skill is called Inner Clarity, which is increasing attack and defense by 24% and 40% respectively for 4 seconds. So Wu Ming not only good as a tank in arena, but also he also does some damage, and his stat skill is called Remote Embed, which is dealing 20% damage to random enemy with every normal attack. So okay, so Wu Ming is basically another version of Generation 4 armors, but the reason I do not like Wu Ming that much, mainly for arena or exploration, is unlike armors, his exploration skills are a mix of defensive and attacking skills. So in order for a tank infantry to make the best out of him, he should have at least 2 defensive skills or 3 defensive skills properly for arena, or either lifesteal skills. But Wu Ming's only had 1 invulnerability skill, and also his Inner Clarity, even though it's increased defense, it's not that tanky like Armors. And also his exclusive gear exploration skills increase the damage dealt by 30%, so it is also more inclined to attacking infantry rather than defensive tanker infantry in arena or exploration. And also, another reason I'm saying Wu Ming is not that much worthy to invest is because of Generation 7 edit. When you reach Generation 7, edit is a way better tanking infantry in arena exploration with way stronger exploration skills. Okay? Alright, now let's talk about Wu Ming's expedition skills. So even though Wu Ming is not that strong for arena exploration, expedition wise, Wu Ming is quite a decent or even strong infantry in whiteout survival. So let's start with his first expedition skill, which is Shadows Evasion. So this case not only reduce his infantry's damage taken from normal attacks by 25%, also it reduced his infantry's damage taken from scales by 30% at level 5. That makes Wu Ming extremely strong in PvP expeditions fights like castle fight or foundry or canyon, etc. Because there are certain heroes like Nora or Wayne in Gen 5 and Gen 6 which has a very good expedition scales that gets a lot of kills of troops in battle reports. So this Wu Ming's Shadows Evasion scales protects your infantry from getting killed by these powerful scales of Nora and Wayne. So expeditions-wise, Wu Ming is quite strong, mainly because of this Shadows Evasion skill. And the next one is Crescent Uplift, which increase the damage dealt by 20% for all troops. So this skill is increasing the attacking stats or damage dealt of by 20%, even though it's not as strong as Geronimo or Jesse. Damage dealt increasing scales and only 20%, it stays somewhat useful because for PvP fights in Gen 6, Geronimo is slightly lagging behind and no longer viable, and people starting to use Wu Ming even as an attacking infantry, even though Wu Ming has a defensive widget. So this Crescent Uplift skill is also somewhat useful because it increased damage dealt by 20%, which is more useful for attacking rally. And the next one is Elemental Resonance. Another reason why Wu Ming is quite strong in PvP expedition is also because of this Elemental Resonance case, because it increased the scale damage dealt by 25% for all troops. So, as everyone knows, your Fire Crystal troops has certain troop scales which either increase their defense or increase their damage depending on the types of troops. So this Elemental Resonance increasing these troop scales damage dealt by 25%. So it makes your troops way stronger than normal in PvP fights by increasing these Fire Crystal scales. Okay, so now let's go to his exclusive gear widget. So his exclusive gear exploration scale at level 13579 increased damage dealt by 30%, especially for arena and exploration, and his exclusive gear expedition scale at level 246810 is a defensive widget which increased defenders troops defense by 15%. So Wu Ming can not only be used as a defensive garrison hero for PvP, but can also be used as an attacking infantry in Generation 6. Now let's go to the Generation 6 Lancer hero Renee, which you can get easily from Lucky We using gems. So among all the 3 Generation 6 heroes, Renee is the most useless hero in my opinion, with useless expedition scales, also as well as even exploration wise there is a lag factor. So this clone is not only very reliable for arena exploration purpose, but also she is quite weak in expedition PvP fights because of his expedition skills. in my opinion, even Generation 4 and 5, Reina and Nora, has better expedition scales than this clown, Generation 6 clown Renee. But even the only difference is Renee will have more Lancer stats, especially attack and defense Lancer stats from his star levels as max 5 star, and also Lancer lethality and head stats from his mass exclusive gear widgets. That's the only advantage Renee had over Gen 4 Reina and Gen 5 Nora. But scales wise, she is way weaker than the previous 2 generation Lancer heroes. Okay, now let's start with his first exploration scale, which is an illusion cloud. So this illusion cloud has a 140% area of effect damage to enemies and confuse them for 1 second, and these confused enemies attack all surrounding targets, friend and foe. So this scale is very much lag dependent because it only has a small area. 140% is a very small area of damage, so it only affects one group of hero and troops, and it only confuses them for 1 second. So the reason why I'm saying is this case is lag dependent is this case must be activated to certain enemy heroes, certain enemy group before their scale activation. For example, if this case affects enemies Reina and her Lancers before his scale activation of area effect damage, the enemy will confuse and his area effect damage will friendly fire enemies squad, which is quite useful for arena exploration. But just this needs to be happen in this 1 second frame, so Renee is not very reliable and very much lag dependent for arena purposes. But at setting lag touches you, then she will be very useful because of the enemy's squads and enemy heroes friendly fire scales to each other, and it will make your arena fight very easy if there is a lag on the side of you. And this Renee second skill is called Star Paint, which is not only deals 70% damage to the targets, but also placing a star mark which increase target damage taken up by 6%. So this skill is not that bad, but also that not useful in my opinion. Even though it deals some damage, it's only 70% damage, and also it's decreased the enemy damage taken up but only by a small 6%. So I'm not a very good fan of this Starbane skill and his Dream Vision, and this Dream Vision works well together with Starbane. So Starbane becomes only useful because of this Dream Vision, because this Star Painted having a star mark targets works together with this Dream Vision skill, which increased Renee's attack by 8% and increasing damage dealt to mark targets by another 12%. So attack damage added by 24% and attack damage added by 12%. But as you have seen, Renee doesn't have any area effect damage scales. So for arena exploration, any heroes that is single target damage like Renee is not that useful in my opinion. But her first exploration scales has a very lag RNG factor, and if lag is on your side, the enemy squads can use their area effect damage scales to each other, becoming friendly fire. Okay, now let's talk about useless Renee expedition scales. So her first expedition scale is Nightmare Trace, which is placing dream marks on the target's troops every 2 turns and dealing 200% extra Lancer damage once next turn, and the dream marks lasts for 1 turn. So this K is not too bad in my opinion, because every 2 turns Lancers will deal 200% extra damage for the next turn. But the problem is Lancer's troops only has 20% chance to target enemy backline marksmen. So this Nightmare Trace is mainly more useful if your Lancers can target more marksmen and put dream marks on the marksman's head. That way, your Lancer squads can counter enemy's marksmen in PvP fights, which will give you more advantage. If your Lancers place these dream marks on enemy infantries, even though your Lancers will deal 200% extra damage to these infantry scales can counter Lancer's troops, and infantry deals more damage and receive less damage from Lancer's troops. Okay? That's why this Nightmare Trace is not that strong, and like the scales like Renee Lancer scale or Nora Lancer scales. And her second expedition scale is called Dreamcatcher, which increase her Lancer's damage dealt to mark targets by 150%. So this also Dreamcatcher works together with Nightmare Trace. All the dream marks, all the troops, enemy troops with dream marks will your Lancer's troops will deal more damage to all enemy troops mark targets by dream marks. Okay, and the next that expedition scale is called Dream Slice, which increase damage dealt to mark targets by 75% for all troops. So this Dream Slice is also works together with these dream marks, and your Lancers will deal basically more damage to all enemy troops with this case. But these expedition scales are weaker, way weaker than Renee's case and Nora's case, because in better reports you will later check and see that these expedition scales of Renee does not give any true kills, so which make this clone weaker than other Lancers in PvP expedition fights. Now let's go to Renee's exclusive gear, and her first exclusive widget gear exploration scale at level 13579 is attacks with the drag needles and gives 8% chance of confusing the target for 1 second. So this Dream Illusion gives extra 8% chance of confusing the target for 1 second. So this skill is quite useful in my opinion, mainly for exploration or arena. If you can upgrade your exclusive gear widget to at least level 5, you will get a small percentage of confusing enemy target with basic attacks of this Renee. But still, this is very RNG or lag dependent, and I'm not a big fan of Renee in Generation 6 as a Lancer hero, not only for arena exploration but also for expedition. And her second exclusive gear widget expedition scale is wistful enchantment, which increased rally's troops' lethality by 15%. So, still, this Renee increased rally's lethality by 15%, which means she can be useful in attacking rally as a lancer hero, and also for people who doesn't have good enough Mia can use this Renee for Bear Trap Rally Initiator. Okay, now let's go to the last hero in Generation 6, Wayne, which is the best hero in Generation 6 in my opinion, and the only worthy hero to invest in Generation 6. So the reason is Wayne is not only strong and useful in arena exploration, but also Wayne expedition scales are extremely strong and will give you a lot of true case in every battle report you see. Okay? So now let's start with Wayne's best exploration scales, which is a hurricane blowback. So it's an area effect bomb run scale. This guy's throw a bomb run and what it deals area effect damage in a straight line, and it also deals damage on its return. So it's basically like a 2 times. It deals damage when you throw on the way once, and then on the way back it deals damage again to the same amount of damage on the enemies in this bomb run spot. So it's very strong area effect damage. And the second skill is called Phantom Bliss, which is 35% chance of triggering another normal attack. So this skill is not that strong in my opinion, but 35% extra attack chance is not too bad. So it's quite okay. And the third skill is called Known Time, which grants 15% crit rate on dealing damage. So the thing is, this Known Time crit rate skill is a very strong skill for Wayne in arena exploration, because his damage will increase so much single targetly because of this crit rate skill. And as well as if this non-time activated together with this Phantom Blaze for extra attack chance, these two skills work well together and increasing your chance of getting hit crit rate. Okay, and now let's go to the Wayne Expedition scales. Wayne first expedition scale is called Thunder Strike, which increase your all troops 100% extra attack every 4 turns. So dealing 100% extra damage. So not too bad in my opinion. This case is quite strong because every 4 times your troops will deal extra 100% damage up to enemy troops, which is quite useful in PvP and expedition. And his Wayne second expedition scale is called Roundabout Hit, which is very strong expedition scale in my opinion, because on every attack Wayne's marksman deals extra 40% damage to enemy lancers and also extra 20% damage to enemy marksmen, which is quite very strong scale in my opinion for PvP or expedition, and it will give you quite a lot of case in battle report. And this third expedition scale called Fleet is also super duper strong expedition scale because it gives all your troops attack 25% crit rate. So in whiteout survival, crit rate is every scale that increase the chance of crit rate is a supreme scale. It gives you a lot of value in every way. So this fleet scale 25% crit rate for all troops will give you a lot of extra case in battle reports and expedition fights. Now let's go to the Wayne exclusive gear, which is Boomerang, and have exclusive gear widget exploration scale at level 13579 is he unleash 5-shot barrage dealing 56% damage to random enemy, and if the target is an escort, there is a 100% chance of instantly knocking them down. So this game is quite useful, mainly for arena exploration, and together with his Wayne's exploration scale, it's decently strong in my opinion. And Wayne is a defensive garrison hero with a defensive widget, but his defensive widget increases defender troops lethality by 15%. So only if you use marksman's formation in your defense formation, this exclusive gear expedition scale will somewhat useful in my opinion, because it increased defender's troops lethality, which is the important stats mainly for lancer and marksmen. Okay, so alright guys, I hope you will get a lot of information and insights about Generation 6 heroes from this video. And if you think this video is helpful and informative, please don't forget to like and subscribe my Whiteout Survival channel, as well as please share this video with your friends who are playing Whiteout Survival game. And also, you can comment in the comment section about your thoughts and opinions. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching until the end, and see you in my next video. Bye!